Welcome to the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing, founder of the Reiki Business Collective and creator of the Build Your Reiki Business program, sending blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business. Greetings, welcome, and thanks so much for joining me for this week's episode of the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. It's Christian of Standing Stones Healing. So honored and grateful to have you here yet again for another episode, so thank you so very much. In this week's episode, we're talking about technology. Specifically, we're talking about dealing with technological challenges that indeed do arise on our Reiki business journey. Now, if technological challenges have you feeling stuck and overwhelmed in your Reiki business, believe me, you are not alone. And if you are saying something like Zoom links and websites and apps, oh my, and you're feeling like you're not in Kansas anymore when it comes to the technological stuff, yes, indeed, you are in a lot of company. And so this episode has some thoughts on technology in our Reiki business, dealing with the challenges, and some comfort and encouragement for it all. The first thing I want to encourage you with is, number one, tech will always be a challenge. Tech will always be a challenge. Now, if you are just getting started on your Reiki business journey and you're feeling overwhelmed by all of the things, worrying about how to set up a website, trying to figure out how to take payment, how even to send an email. Hey, you may have very basic technological skills and feeling overwhelmed, and at the same time, you can have very advanced skills and feeling overwhelmed as well. And so no matter where you are on your Reiki business journey, whether you are just starting out or you've been in business for years, technological challenges will always arise, and tech itself will always be a challenge. Now, we don't have to be technological masters in order to start a Reiki business. My Reiki business started on the phone. All I had was my phone. Then I had to figure out how to take payment, and that was a technological challenge for sure. Then I had to figure out how to do websites, how to set up email senders, how to on and on and on. The list never ends. But if I really wanted to, I could continue to operate my Reiki business with just a phone and a way to take payment. And so if you're thinking about starting a Reiki business, but you're just so stymied by the tech stuff, you can keep it low tech. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But the encouragement here is that no matter what your personal technological skill levels are, tech is always going to be a challenge. So if you are brand new to tech stuff and you too are at the level of, well, I can use a phone, and you're thinking, oh, if I only knew how to build a website, if I only knew how to set up an email sender, if I only knew all of the other things, then I would have no problems. But that's not true. Because once you learn and figure out those tech challenges, more tech challenges are on the way. And so this is actually something that I'm encouraging you with, that no matter where you are, technologically speaking, you are always going to have technological challenges. And I don't say that to discourage you. I say that to encourage you so that you know that even if you have challenges just sending an email, you're not alone with the technological challenges because they exist for all of us. But technological challenges can and always do arise. And so even once you have mastered or figured out one technological challenge, another is on the way. And even if you do figure out, for instance, how to build a website and how to edit your website, well, guess what? Your website can, and at some point very well likely will go down. Or you set up an email sender and your emails end up going into the spam folder. Or your followers, your email subscribers don't get emails, certain emails. These things happen, and technological challenges, yes, in many ways are within our power, but not always. So things like trying to go live on Facebook and it's just not working, it might be you, but it might not be you. And so even when our skills are advanced, even when we understand how a thing works, indeed, technological challenges can and do and will arise. And so here's the thing, everyone. If technological challenges will always be a part of our Reiki business journey, then it's something that can't and shouldn't hold us back. Because if it's always going to be a challenge, if we're always going to have technological challenges, either with our own level of knowledge or just failures of the technology itself, then we can't let it hold us back because it's always going to be a factor. And if we always let it hold us back, we're never going to start our Reiki business and we're never going to move forward with it. So I want to encourage you first and foremost that technological challenges will always be part of the Reiki business journey, and they can't hold us back because if they are true for you, they are true for everyone, and it's something that we all always need to deal with. Number 2, I want to encourage you with on our Reiki business journey when it comes to technology is that if it's something that we're always going to deal with, technology is an opportunity for growth. Now, this works in a couple of ways on our Reiki business journey. Number 1, it's an opportunity for growth from a personal learning and development standpoint. Anytime that we experience a challenge and we're able to learn and eventually overcome that challenge, it's a real boost for our confidence. It helps us to feel more positive about ourselves, to show ourselves that we're resilient, that we can handle and overcome challenges, and it very much feeds into the growth mindset mentality. Now, I have a podcast episode on the growth mindset. I'll drop that link down below so you can tune in to hear more about the growth mindset and how important it is on our Reiki business journey. But a growth mindset is just one that embraces learning and that embraces change and believes that we can learn and grow. And when it comes to technology, that growth mindset is essential because indeed, dealing with technology is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for growing our own sense of confidence. It's an opportunity for growing our knowledge base and our skill set. And quite frankly, it's an opportunity for growth for our Reiki business. Here's why. When we learn new technological skills on our Reiki business journey, there are new opportunities for our Reiki business that are unlocked. Back when I started my Reiki business on the phone, and I was talking to clients on the phone, I didn't at that time know how to use Zoom. But once I learned how to use Zoom, it unlocked a whole bunch of new opportunities for me in my Reiki business, not just with meeting with clients and the ability to see them rather than to just hear them, but also to offer workshops and classes. Wow, talk about a game changer for my Reiki business. And so that one simple or not so simple, because learning a new piece of technology isn't always so simple, but that one single change in my Reiki business unlocked an incredible number of possibilities, opportunities, new sources of income in my Reiki business. Let's say that you currently don't have a website for your Reiki business. Well, conquering that technological challenge and having a website absolutely unlocks new opportunities for growth in your Reiki business. Once you learn something like how to send emails with an email sender, wow, boom, another incredible layer of growth and opportunity has been unlocked for your Reiki business. And so overcoming new technological challenges opens up new opportunities for our Reiki business. And I want to encourage you to pause and take some time to reflect on where you are right now on your Reiki business journey, technologically speaking, and what opportunities you might be missing out on in your Reiki business from a technological standpoint for challenges that you're currently facing technologically, or that you are afraid to face technologically, and how that fear of facing those technological challenges is limiting your Reiki business growth. For instance, are you afraid of going live on Facebook or Instagram or another platform? Are you afraid of dealing with the technology of that? I encourage you to ask yourself how that might be limiting your Reiki business growth, how that one single fear of that one single technological challenge might be limiting your Reiki business growth. And by the way, I do have a podcast episode on going live on Facebook. I'll drop that one down below too. So 2, technology, for as challenging as the challenges are, and for as much fear as we might have around them and the hesitation that we have in moving forward with surmounting the challenges, they are indeed opportunities for growth. 3, for our technological journey for our Reiki business, is that I want to encourage you to go with what you know. So start with what you know. When I started my Reiki business, I knew the phone. I didn't know much else, but I knew the phone. But what you know, technologically speaking, is enough to get started. And how can you start your Reiki business or move your Reiki business forward with what you currently already know? Because I will tell you that no matter what your technological skill level is, you know enough to start. You already know enough to start. And so Rather than worrying about learning all of the technological stuff to get started, you can get started right now with what you already know. If you know how to use a phone, congratulations, you know enough to start a Reiki business. Sometimes what we know is even enough for the long haul. Like I said, I could still be running my Reiki business on the phone. Now, of course, going off of the phone has unlocked a lot of opportunity in my Reiki business, and my Reiki business was definitely able to grow and expand thanks to my expanding technological skills and abilities. But we don't always have to be upgrading every single one of our technological skills. For instance, when I edit this podcast and turn it into a video for YouTube, or when I edit any of my class videos, or do any kind of video editing, period, I am not using the fanciest, newest technology. As a matter of fact, full disclosure, I still use the old school Windows Movie Maker. No, it's not available anymore. I had it on an old computer, and once that computer died and I upgraded my computer technology with a new computer that didn't have Windows Movie Maker, I found and downloaded a bootlegged copy in German so that I could continue using Windows Movie Maker. What this means is that when you find something that works, it's okay to stick with it, and you don't have to worry about learning all of the newest, latest technology. If you find something that works, stick with it and use it. Go with what you know, and that is absolutely okay, because we can always grow and expand and change later. I get this question actually more frequently than you might think. And the question is, Christian, what's the best editing software? And people want to know, what's the best video editing software? And I always tell them the best editing software is the one you're going to use. It's the one you're going to use. The best of whatever it is, technologically speaking, does nothing for you. It's no good if you're not going to use it. And so, whatever is going to make your life easier, whatever is going to work best for you and allow you to use it, then go with that. And number 4, piece of encouragement on our technological Reiki business journey is that there's no need to know or figure out all of the tech stuff all at once. And we can indeed learn as we go. We can indeed learn this stuff in phases. So if you're starting out on your Reiki business journey and you're saying, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. I have to learn websites, and I have to learn emails, and I have to learn payment processors, and I have to learn this and this and that and that. Well, you don't have to learn it all at once. Now, I will say that all of these topics are covered in depth in my Build Your Reiki Business program. So in Build Your Reiki Business, I walk you through how to set up a website, the different things that you need, how to set up an email sender, how to review payment processors and find the best one for you. So I go in depth in all of these topics in the Build Your Reiki Business program. But there's no need to figure out all of these things all at once. The good news is that we can learn any technological stuff in phases, and we don't have to overwhelm ourselves learning everything all at once. Now, you might be thinking, well, but Christian, don't I need a website when I'm starting right away? Don't I need Zoom? Don't I need FaceTime? Don't I need fill in the blank and fill in the blank? No, you don't. Remember, phone is how I started. So you don't need all of the tech stuff all at once, and you can start slow, go slow, learn in phases the tech stuff that you need to know. And you can learn what you need to know at each phase of your Reiki business journey, and you can learn what you need to know as your business evolves. There is always, always, always more to know and more to learn. And so no matter how much we might know about a particular technology, the technology grows and changes. We grow and change. Our business evolves and changes, and there's always more to learn. So there's always more to learn about a technology. For instance, in terms of technology always changing and always having something to learn, of course, now we have AI. We have ChatGPT. We have Gemini. We have Microsoft's Copilot. We have these tools that we can use that we didn't have before. And so, yes, indeed. Oh no, a new technology to learn. Okay, you don't have to learn it right away, first of all. Second of all, you can learn it in phases. Third of all, yes, embrace it. It's part of the experience of technology on our Reiki business journey, that it is always growing and changing and evolving. So there's no need to figure it out all at once. Figure out what you need to know for the phase of business where you're at, and know that you can always learn more, and indeed that there is always more to learn. And so remember how I said the tech stuff will always be a challenge? Well, there will always be tech stuff to learn. Always there will be more depth to the tech. And always there will be new tech stuff to learn. Not only don't we have to learn it all at once, we can't. We can't. And we can never learn it all anyway. So, learn what you need to learn when you need to learn it on your Reiki business journey. Finally, of course, I want to encourage us to use Reiki. Use Reiki on our Reiki business journey with the technological challenges. Reiki is here to support us with the technological challenges. We can, of course, practice self-Reiki for helping us to calm down when the frustrations with tech arise. Not if, when and when. And when they happen daily. Because the tech challenges are an everyday occurrence. But self-Reiki is here to support us in that. Now, of course, some practitioners will say, send Reiki to the technology, send Reiki to your computer, send Reiki to your website being down. Yes, we can do that too. Why not? And I think the best use of Reiki in these situations is sending it to ourselves for dealing with the frustrations. Of course, I also encourage us when we experience technological challenges to step away from them and take a deep breath, go for a walk, take a break, take a breather, walk away, step away, because for sure this is helpful. Oftentimes, stepping away from a problem or challenge brings in new, fresh energy and allows us to see the challenge from a new perspective when we return to it, and allows us to approach it with a fresh mindset and fresh energy. So if you're feeling depleted by the technological challenges, take a deep breath, step away, go for a walk, refresh and recharge. And finally, ask for help. None of us knows everything about technology. All of us have technological questions. All of us have technological challenges. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Drop a post in the Reiki Business Collective Facebook group. Probably someone has dealt with your challenge and has an answer. And of course, you can join us during our monthly Reiki Business Roundtable sessions. Have you heard of the Reiki Business Roundtable? We meet each month to talk about Reiki business topics, to offer support and encouragement to one another, and indeed, technology is something that we can, have, and will talk about at the Reiki Business Roundtable. No matter where you are on your Reiki business journey, you are welcome to join us in this supportive, encouraging, informative, and inspirational monthly group. Learn more and join us at standingstoneshealing.com/roundtable. Yes, the link is down below. So what are your technological challenges? What are your big tech questions right now? And what has you feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, and challenged when it comes to technology? Join us in the Reiki Business Collective Facebook group and tell us all about it at facebook.com/groups/Reiki Biz. Sending so many blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business. Thanks for tuning in to the Build Your Reiki Business podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, and send to a friend. Learn more about the Build Your Reiki Business program at standingstoneshealing.com/build. Sending blessings and best wishes to your Reiki business.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.